Guanella Pass is an awesome bouldering destination with solid rock and a little over 100 quality boulders ranging from V0 to V14. Located just above Georgetown, Colorado. It's about an hour drive west of Denver, but you catch some great views on the way up. The main trail is on the left, right next to where this first car is parked, but most of the parking happens a little further up here on the pullouts along the side. Speaking of which, I think I see my Franz here. Hello, Franz. It's a pretty short and easy hike into the first boulders. Trevor, at one point you said Guanella was the best bouldering in the Front Range. Do you still hold to that statement?
After like 4 visits, no, but if you're...
First time out?
Yeah, first time out, it's definitely probably the best place to go, I would say.
Okay. First block you come up to is warm-up block 1, but we're gonna skip that today and go straight to 2, per Trevor's recommendation. Actually, we ended up hitting this on the way out, so I'm going to show it to you now since it's the first boulder you come to along the trail. Where does the V0 start?
Stand start on the hole, the good holds.
The good holds, like here and here?
Yeah.
This is an unnamed V0 that I don't think you'll actually find on Mountain Project. That holds better than it looks. It also has a V5 sit start called pinch lunge, which is pretty difficult, and it's an option for your down climb, although I prefer to down climb further left and just hop off to the neighboring boulder. Here and here?
That looks right.
Next up, on the opposite corner of the same boulder, is a V1 called Shorty Arete. Not every V1 outside actually feels like a V1, but this one kind of does. For that reason, highly recommend it for beginners getting outside for their first time or as part of your warm-up here at Guanella. It's also got a sit start option that I'm pretty sure goes at a harder grade, but I'm not positive on that. Relatively straightforward, pretty good holds. It's not too tall and has a relatively flat, well, really flat landing you can easily protect with a couple of pads. Doesn't really get very scary, you never really feel like you're in that much danger. Holds near the top are pretty juggy, which makes for a comfortable top out, and all in, definitely a great V1. Unlike this next climb, which I think is a horrible V2.
V2 slab, it's a great warm-up.
Not so much a warm-up for me, but if you're good at sit starts or flexible, it's probably fine.
Left foot up there, right foot down low. Nice, Justin. There it is. Yeah, stand up. Stand up.
I told you I was gonna fire off that thing, bro.
Oh my god! I thought you were gonna flash it.
I tried. Do you want to do that V2 sit start for me? So I don't have to do it?
But I don't want to do the slab. Sorry.
No, you gotta do the slab. See, they make it look easy. See, yeah, getting the foot up higher before standing up is probably what I should have done. There's a good chance that sit start will feel a lot better for you than it does for me. I have sent this problem before, but Caroline actually hasn't.
Yeah, this is where I bail.
Nope.
Justin needs this.
I need it.
Shh, you get up here and get it.
I could do just the slab part and just cut it. You at the start, me at the slab. Caroline's a trooper for working through this one for me in the sun on a slab. And a couple of years ago when we first did this would have scared her because of the height. But she's done a lot taller stuff since then.
That's my first time sending this.
Really?
Yeah.
The feet are all there if you take your time looking for them, though.
Oh my god, my palms are so sweaty.
If you stand start that, I feel like it's fun and easy, but a little scary on the slab. But the sit start for me is just so hard. It might be okay for you, though.
You go right here, and then there's some...
You don't need the tree.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of options.
I usually just hop to that adjacent boulder back there, but this down climb is fine, too. Nice. Thank you very much.
Alright, you got me to send that too.
You're welcome. If you continue down that same trail just a bit, you'll come up next to warm-up block 2. We're starting with the easiest climb, which is a V0 minus, and also doubles as your down climb for this boulder. Climbing all these easy boulders today, I'm realizing there actually are quite a few to do just along this same trail. It could be easy to get yourself pulled into more V2s or V3s or 4s even, because you're used to climbing that at the gym. But if you really are a beginner in terms of climbing outdoors, I'd advise against that and just, at least on your first trip, stick mostly to these easy ones that I'm pointing out. We have climbed a lot of the more difficult boulders here as well. Some V6, V7, V8 kind of stuff. I'll link some videos in the description below and maybe put them at the end. So there's definitely other good stuff to try. It just may not be as easy as the grade might suggest. Whew. That V0 is also the down climb, so it's a really good first one to do, so that you can make sure you know how to get down off the boulder. Down jump. Dude, you're fine, bro.
I would do the same thing. I always panic my first time down it.
I usually just hop from there.
I don't want to That's hard.
Well, you can stay.
We'll come back for you later.
Next up on warm-up block 2, we've got the warm-up Arete, which goes at V1.
Little Justin's heavy ass.
Well, I be the one. I've gained 20 pounds. Could be it. Better have Chelsea climb this one just to be safe, since she's like 50 pounds lighter than me. I'm just kidding. I climbed this one as well, and that block did not come loose or fall off the wall. Sit start is just a little tough, as they often are, but the rest of this thing climbs pretty well for V1. Relatively straightforward, not scary. There's also 2 V4s that use this same sit start, one traversing left and one traversing right on the boulder. Nice edges below, a good jug on the right-hand corner, and a pretty flat top instead of like a bulbous rounding thing. Makes for a pretty chill top out on this one.
Whew, okay. After you figure out the beta, I suppose it feels V1. But if you're really a V1 climber, I wouldn't make that your first climb of the day. Any sit start for that matter.
Next on the warm-up block 2 is chalk block V2.
Justin's gonna day flash.
I already tried it once today, actually.
That wasn't on the camera.
To me, the crux is just grabbing the sloper of this fellow.
Trevor was giving me a hard time on this one and convinced me not to use the chalky block for which this line is named after, but you can definitely use it. I'm not sure it ultimately makes much difference, but it's a cool hold, so might as well use it. Like you said, though, the crux is definitely slapping that sloper and finding a way to establish on it and move up from there. Now that I think about it, that sloper move might be easier if you're on that chalk block with the left hand, so you can slap the sloper with the right hand instead of going with the left hand like I did and finding a way to kind of match into it after that. Either way, great problem to get on, and starts to give you a little taste of what you might experience on some of the slopey V3s that Guanella has to offer. I've climbed this one before, but it's been at least a year or maybe 2, and I really couldn't remember where the good holds were up top, so that took a little bit of thinking. And if it's your first time on this boulder, you should expect the same. Might have to spend a little time figuring out which holds to use, and when it all comes together, it should probably feel V2.
Boy, kind of feels V2. Don't expect any of these to feel easy though. Especially if it's like your grade in the gym. Probably be a project for you out here.
Last easy one we'll check out on the warm-up block 2 is the backside problem. Features another kind of tricky sit start for a V2.
That's good too. Okay. It's like one hard move in that kinda, making that long reach up with the left hand, but otherwise, probably a little easier than the other V2. If you're warming up, you could stand start it. Be a good one to get going. Almost forgot about you guys. Sorry about that. Warm up block 2, second one you come to on the trail. And here's warm up block 3. Do a swan dive. I got you.
You totally deserved it if I would have done it.
Would I? Would I have, Trevor?
You said you were ready.
It'd basically be the same outcome either way.
First one up on warm-up block 3, far right arete, another sit start, and another V1. The feet are a little tricky down low and took some fluffing around for me to figure it out, but once you get stood up, things start to feel a lot easier. You know, I can't actually remember for sure if you have to sit start this one to get the V1 anyways. Maybe the stand start gets the same grade anyhow.
Sit start's a little hard for a 1, but I don't think you have to. And that's a mega jug.
The top out on this one isn't bad either. You've got this nice jug rail at the top where you can match hands. The feet are all there if you take your time looking for them. And I'm really just going kind of slow right now because I'm getting blinded by the sun.
Oh, blinded.
With being in Texas for 9 months and this being my first time back at Guanella since moving back to Colorado, it's probably been 16 months since I've climbed here at Guanella. So making this video has been a good excuse to just run up all the easy problems again, and there's really a lot of them, and they're super fun.
If you sit start, it's like a little weird, but then it's good. This whole edge is a pretty solid sloper. In this corner, it's a little better, and then over here, it's really good. You could probably sort of downclimb the one if you're sketchy. I mean, no whining, girl.
If you've done some climbing outside, you know the down climbs are not always as easy as you'd like them to be. Gotta love it when you get a good one like this.
That's the chillest down climb so far.
Left slab on warm-up block 3 is probably the chillest climb I did all day. Chillest V1 at least. Just a little techie with the feet down low maybe, but very low power requirement, and a little important to figure out the right top out holds. You'll get a better view of that in a sec. Otherwise, super chill, great climb.
Where is...
A little deeper right over here. There's a little better spot, yeah.
I really need to tie my hair up.
Oh, I feel like you always say that like the first couple of climbs of the day.
I'm like blinding myself.
Nice.
All right.
Good work. That's a nice V1. No sit start, not powerful, just kind of slabby. Move around, a little slopey at the top, but nothing too bad.
We're gonna round out our easy climbs here at warm-up block 3 on right slab, which goes at V2. Maybe it should be V-tree.
V2 tree start. There we go.
Just kidding.
Okay. Thanks. Dude. Thank you. I was about to fall off. I didn't find that hole. Oh, dude, that's pretty complicated for a 2. Dang. Yeah, thank you. Coming down. Appreciate it. Okay, some progress.
It's still hard up there?
I think I probably should have been left hand where my right hand was. You want your left hand at the highest, best hold of that chalked rail.
Like all the way up there?
Yeah.
Oh, up there.
Yeah.
I thought about cutting this climb, but decided to keep it in mainly to prove the point on why I'm making this video in general. Even if the grade suggests otherwise, a lot of the climbs out here are really hard for a beginner.
This chalked thing right by my camera is like super good. This thing here is a jug.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna fake. I do like that I can just bail on this tree.
Totally.
No! Bail, bail, bail.
Used to be a V4, got downgraded to a V2. Might be a V3, 2+, 2 tree. You got any chalk sponsors?
No, that's one of the things I do not have. Actually, no, I kind of do, I guess. It's not a sponsor. I'm like an ambassador for Rum Game.
Okay. Rungne. Thank you very much. Am I blinking? Am I rolling?
Yes.
Yes.
Here, foot there, and just like really lean and like step up on this or this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, I don't know how that gives you anything to stand up.
Like lean, like your chest is all out here. It needs to be like, yeah.
What? Bro. I don't think that's my move.
Yeah. Oh.
I missed a good spot again. Dude, it's okay, guys. It's okay.
You've got 2 anxious girls. They're not worried about your safety.
I'm falling like 5 inches. It's fine.
I went back and forth between trying a sit start and a stand start on this one. The mountain project description was kind of vague, and I don't think either one necessarily changes the grade. It was pretty tricky to figure out a beta that worked for me though. The feet are kind of techie, the hands are all kind of facing the wrong way, that crimp rail up a little bit higher is not as good as you'd like it to be. This tree is definitely in your way, making things a little more complicated, and also making the girls here freak out about spotting me. This was actually originally graded a V4, but I guess it's been downgraded since then. Not really sure that was the right call. Maybe a V3.
It's a good thing it's a good jug.
Yeah, that was a close sentence.
Yeah, I know it was.
That move to the jug was really committing, particularly because of that tree behind you, and you really don't want to fire off and like smack on your way down. Good jug though.
Yeah, don't worry about spotting now. Thank you though. Okay, that was a fight. Whew. Hardest V2 yet. I think it should be a 3 or a 2+ maybe. Oh, if you're actually a V2 climber, I do not recommend that one. But if you're looking for a project, could be it, except the tree kind of sucks with the tree. Warm up boulder 3, trail. Hitting this way towards Bessie. Boulder Bessie does not have any easy problems on it, but there's another cluster just beyond here that may have a few.
We are now in the main warm-ups, the cluster of 3 boulders with a whole bunch of different climbs on them. And we're gonna be starting off with probably the easiest one in the area, easy way up, another V1 on an arete. GoPros are kind of trash, and sometimes your clips just get corrupted or damaged somehow, which is what happened here. So sorry, I've only got the one ground level angle for this climb.
That's a V1, definitely the easiest one on the main warm-ups here. V1 lip traverse. Up next.
This is one of the more exciting V1s that I've done so far today. An obvious line and aesthetically pleasing, runs the full length of the boulder. It's all jugs, so definitely nothing too crazy, but it does get a little tall and therefore a little scary at certain points as you're starting to approach the peak. But luckily it's a pretty chill top out as you kind of just round the corner with your feet on this last ledge and your hands on jugs, and you're not pulling over for like a mantle or anything like that, thankfully. Maybe not for the faint of heart or for your first time out, but if you're feeling good on everything else, definitely give this one a go, or certainly put it on the list for next time.
V1 lip traverse. Yeah, it's cool. Like for a V1, it's pretty great. Gets a little tall, it's a little scary up there. What a good one. A little scary.
Which boulder is that again?
It's like a
V2?
2. Yeah, sit start 2, dude. It seems hard. At least getting up. It's like
A little like blocky jog.
this looks good.
Oh, sorry.
This little guy?
One, and then left hand on the one you were kind of just at.
This one, okay. That seems better.
I was fooling around with this start for a while and couldn't really figure it out. At least not anything that felt V2 until that nice girl came over and helped me out. Pretty sweet little climb here. A couple powerful moves early on, but then it gets pretty juggy up top and finishes the top out in the same way that that V1 lip traverse did, so I'm already familiar with that. Great one for the grade, definitely recommend it, but you might have to fool around with that start just a little bit. Feels V2 though, which is really nice, definitely not too sandbagged. Unlike that other Slab V2 that took me like 15 attempts to actually get off the ground and make the sequence work through the crux. Plus with the tree close by and everything, I don't know. Honestly, I would say this one ranks pretty high in terms of the V2s I did today.
Oh, that's great. Okay. Thanks for the help.
in terms of both accessibility and enjoyment. So if you're a V2 climber in the gym, this one might be worth a little time. Figure out the start and slap your way through the middle.
Sweet. Thank you very much.
Before getting rewarded with an easier top out. Definitely a good climb.
Okay. A little helpful beta there. That one's not so bad. V2. Nope. That one gets cut from the list. Not for beginners. 2+ seems not appropriate. All right, that's a wrap, folks. We'll see you next Sunday.
See you next Sunday.